Hello everyone, welcome. It's Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Please bear with me a moment. I'm trying to connect with my phone and I'm having trouble. So I'm just going to mute myself because when it does connect, it's going to be like nasty sounds and everything. But yeah, it's not connecting. So bear with me one moment. Otherwise you won't be able to see anything that I do. Hi Betty, nice to see you here from Canada. Lovely. Honestly, apparently it's my Wi-Fi. So that's a bit of a pain. Let's try this again. Hello. Now you're coming in from my group. Is it going to work? I hope this works. It says move closer to your router if you're on Wi-Fi. That's a little bit tricky because my Wi-Fi is next door, so I can't do that. Right, hang on a second. I might have to change out of this. Oh, technology. Doesn't it just blow your mind? Let me just see what I can do here. Let me have a thought. Right. Let me go and open the door. It might be because I've got the door shut. Hold on. Although I normally have the door shut. I don't know why it does. Bear with me 1 minute. We're just having a few technical issues. Right. Oh, I'm back again. Sorry about that. Let me just see what's going on here, see if I can get this sorted. If not, I'll have to put my webcam on. So just bear with me a moment. Hello, everybody. Now, if you are in my membership, remember you have to say to StreamYard, yes, you can have access to me. Otherwise, it won't let you show your name. So, and that's the same if you're in my group. So I've got a couple of people saying hi, but I don't know who you are. So if that's you, then please go and say yes to StreamYard. Hi, Monica. Hi, Melly. Hi, June. That's lovely. This is another reason why I prefer YouTube, because we don't have these issues with names and stuff. But anyway, I know some of you hate YouTube and so prefer to do Facebook, which is why I'm doing it on Facebook as well. So let me just try this one more time. I've moved the router, I've put it up on a box. Let's see whether we can get in or not. Technology. It's because it's snowing. That's what I reckon. Well, it's not actually snowing, but it's because we've had snow here today. Have you had snow there, wherever you are? Hi, June. Yes, I can see you, June. You're fine. Can you still hear me, everybody? I hope you can. Oh, this looks like it might be connected. Okay. Is it? Isn't it? Is it? Isn't it? I'm just getting a spinning circle of doom. Okay, that's not going to work. So we're going to do a Facebook Live with no downward camera today. No, we're not. I'm going to go and get my other camera. Let me see if I can get my webcam to work here. Let's see. It's great, isn't it, when technology fails you? Oh, you had snow yesterday. Somebody said they had snow yesterday. not sure who that is. Put your name at the end of it if I don't know who you are. You've got 6 inches, Betty. Well, that's showing off, isn't it? We had snow. It was like 2 centimeters, like that. Not even 2 probably like 2 millimeters. Hi, Patricia. First time watching. Oh, well, I'm so sorry that it's so pants at the moment, but I'm just desperately trying to get my camera working, and I'm not sure if I can because, because my phone has decided not to connect to the internet. So I'm just going to leave and just, you can just go away, do nothing. We don't want any of you. No, I don't want to do that. What am I trying to do here? Just go away. Right, let's get rid of the phone and my sound because I can't plug that in. Let's plug this in. Hope it's worth it after all this. Oh, June, you got frost this morning. -6. That's not good. Oh, Jane had snow yesterday. Yeah, we had ours overnight, so it wasn't. I think this morning a little bit. So it wasn't. It was -1 last night. I think it's never been -6, not for a long time. Oh, come on. You know, you go all fingers and thumbs when you're trying to do something at speed. Yeah, that's me at the moment. Here we go. I don't even know if this is going to work, but we'll try it and see. If not, I might have to rearrange or just record something. That'd be a bit rubbish, wouldn't it? We don't want that. We want to have. Let's see if I can get my. There we go. Just like this. Accepted the fact that it's got a thingy. Now. Problem is, I don't know if I can present through that. I think I can only now do that. There we go. Can you still hear me? Can you give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me? Hi, Ange. Let me know if you can still hear me. Because now I think I've got the audio going through my webcam, so I don't know if it's working. Can somebody say something? Oh yeah, okay. Auntie says yes, we can hear you. Brilliant. Okay. Phew. Well, there you go. You can't see my face, but you know that might be a good thing. Although I had my new colours in, all special for you, like. So, right. Let's see how we're doing here. Let's move that over there. Okay, so we can see here. Oh, am I upside down? I'm upside down, aren't I? Am I upside down to you guys? Like, is that the right way up? No. That's it. Okay, hold on. Oh, divorces, that we can fix. That I can fix by doing this, I think. Ooh, how's that working? Is that going to work? Kinda. Oh, it's all askew. Problem is, if I do that, I'm going to get my camera in. Okay, that's as close as I can get it. So I've just put it there, and hopefully this is going to be odd, but oh dear. Right, is that better? That's the right way up now. Okay, I'm working now at an angle, and this is my arm of my boom, but I can't see how to get that, because if I put it straight, you're just going to see the arm. But let's do that, and then I can just work like this. I can work at an angle. That's fine. I don't mind doing that. I can watch the screen and do it. Excellent. Okay. Yay! Finally, we've got it sussed. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for being so patient and staying on with me for 20 minutes. It seems like, but it's only 10 minutes to get it fixed. Okay, so here we go. Let me show you what we're talking about today. So today we're talking about some easy layouts. Okay, so easy layouts for you to do. In my membership this month, we're talking about layouts in general and how design works. So why do things look good? That's what we're going to cover this month. Why do things look good to the human eye? And there's lots of different reasons for that. And we're doing an entire masterclass on it in my membership. But I thought, well, it's also useful to have some simple layouts that you know look good if you're a new card maker, or even if you're somebody who makes a lot of cards, but sometimes you lose your mojo. Yeah, sometimes you just don't know what to do. So I've got 3 layouts here, which we're going to talk about today. And they're fairly, as I say, they're easy because I wanted them to be easy for you. I didn't want them to be particularly complicated because this is, after all, card making for beginners and beyond. That's who I generally teach, new card makers. But I think also, again, card makers who like to have things that are simple to use and quick to duplicate can also get benefits from these layouts. So they're actually quite similar, these two, but they are a little bit different. And that's generally the size of this card versus the size of this card. But that's pretty much it in differences. This one's different because it's a strip rather than a square. So we're going to be talking about all of those. And I like these layouts because you can then change them around and do different things with them. So, for example, you could make this one much more like this one by just shifting it, but it is actually identical in terms of it's the same size square. And then we've just moved the element down a little bit. Okay, aren't they cute? That's the rabbit and the turtle. These are from the new upcoming, I should say, because they're not out yet, Playing in the Rain stamp set. Aren't they gorgeous? And look, there's a little fox in here as well with an umbrella, which I think is very cute. This is going to be my spring retreat bundle, just in case anybody's interested in that. So I'm going to show you those. And then I've got this one, which is this strip layout. This uses the adorable owls, which is upcoming in celebration, free with a £45 order. Oh, that's moving. Stop it. £45 order, and you get this free in the UK. It varies across different markets and different currencies. Okay, but I just love the 3 different owls on there. And these were actually the cards that we made on Saturday when I was doing my Christmas party for team and my Christmas party for customers. And then the final one uses this stamp set called Petal Park, which comes with a punch as a bundle. Oops. As a punch, so it punches out the flowers and the leaf. And this is going to be my retreat bundle for February's retreat. So we're going to play a little bit with those today. So I want to take the layout, show them to you very simply as they are, and then we're going to elaborate on them a little bit. Now, I've got myself all in a mess now because I don't have anything close to hand because I've been moving stuff around to try and get my camera sorted, but we'll get there. It'll be fine. I have got card bases and stuff, so that's okay. So I thought what we would do is let's start off with this one, which is really, really simple. And you've already sort of seen it a little bit stepped up where I've layered it again. But this one is the simplest one I think you could do, in the sense that it has just 2 layers. Can you see those layers? I don't know if the camera's going to zoom in. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm making you feel sick. I don't want to make you feel sick. But it's got 2 layers here, but it shows up better, I think, in this one with its 2 layers. Yeah, so you've got the dark and then the paler blue and then the paper. Okay, so let's do that one. And let's do, what colours should we do? Let's do a yellow. Let's, oh, hello. No, come on. Come on. Ooh, focus, 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 focus. There we go. Sorry about that. Somebody here says they're still buzzing from Saturday. Okay. I'm really sorry. I'm having to use a different camera today. Now you know why I don't use this camera all the time, because it adjusts its focus and I can't change it now. Oh, I'm so sorry. So we'll just have to make sure something's on there that's not blank. So who's that? Still buzzing from Saturday. Somebody who had a fun time. I like that. Is it customer or teamy? Because we had so much fun. So if you're in my Facebook groups, remember you have to let StreamYard say that they can have your details before they'll put a comment up. So you have to say yes to Facebook, yes to streamyard.com/Facebook, and then it will put your details up. Okay, so the papers we're using are part of, it's another celebration giveaway item. This one's for a £90 order, and it is a pack of 12 by 12, and you get 48 sheets of 12 designs. So you get 4 sheets of each. So let's do the fox, I think. Do the fox this time. So let's use some Calypso Coral. Now, I'm going to do, instead of doing a coloured layer, I'm going to do a basic white layer with these. And I'm going to pop that on there. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this down to the second layer down. So if you're working in metric, then you will know that that is 9.5 by 13.9. Okay, and these are the measurements that let you get precisely those layers that go down, down, down from a piece of cardstock. I know some people do funny things and chop bits off and turn them into inches and do whatever, but I don't do that. I work in true metric. Hey, Bevy's on. Hi from Florida. Nice to see you. We had so much trouble at the beginning of this with my camera. My camera's not my normal camera, so I apologise. I'm doing all this on a bit of a slant. So, put that on there. It's looking kind of straightish. Looks like a nice sort of. So this just brings out and highlights those nice white stars. Then we will do a bit of a bone folder there and pop this down. So there's no like ribbon or anything else going on here. Keeping it really simple and just letting the papers and the stamps do the talking. Okay, so that's that. Then we just need a white element here, and that's going to be for stamping. And this square is 8 by 8 in centimetres. So I'm just going to chop that. I've got one somewhere, I can't find it. I have no idea what I did with it. So 8 by 8. Oh, I do look very crooked on your camera. I'm so sorry. I just can't get it completely turned around the other way without a little bit more practice. A little bit more notice than 5 minutes. Oh dear. Right, here we go. So that fits nicely and gives that bigger border around that edge there. And we have in here this lovely little fox. Now, you can absolutely stamp him in black and white. I'm hoping he's going to fit this now. I think he does. You can stamp him in black and white, you can stamp him in different colours, you can colour him in, you can do all that kind of stuff if you want to. Personally, I'm just going to stamp him in Calypso Coral because we're just doing really simple stamping here. Oh, it's Sue. Hello, Sue. You're still buzzing from a fantastic Saturday. Lovely. And Patricia's on from South Australia. Hello. Wow, it must be late for you over there. Thank you for watching. Now he's kind of running against the rain a little bit. See, so he's on his tippy toes here. So I'm going to just turn him that way. Stamp him down like that. Okay. And I'm going to then do a label for him. And I want to do Oh Happy Day, because I think he doesn't mind that it's raining. He's okay with that. And for this, I'm going to pick the So Saffron, which is this yellow in the background, and that's going to be for the words. And we'll pop those onto some white, and then we'll just punch those out with a punch. So, pop that on there. way does this punch? Looking at it now, it punches the other way. So that's not helpful, is it? It should have gone that way. Turn it over. Let's do it this way. Oh, happy day. That should work better. Yay, that's better. Always check the way your punch goes before you stamp it. Let's get that nice and straight. There we go. Hey. Yeah, so we had a lot of fun over the weekend. It was a good weekend, I felt. Everything went off pretty well. Played lots of silly games, gave out lots of prizes, had lots of fun, ate lots of good food. And I'm doing 4 in person, like retreats a year, and then my Christmas party every year is always in person if I can do it. Obviously with COVID we had to stop, but now all that's behind us, we can do it in person again. So it was really great to meet up with everybody again and have a fun day crafting. Okay, so then I'm going to add some dimensionals to this just to lift him up a little bit. And pop him on. So that's our first really simple layout. Isn't it easy? The reason why it works, just so that I can give you a little bit of the basics behind it, is twofold. First of all, this image is in the lower quadrant of the card, and the sentiment is in the top quadrant of the card. And this forms a nice balance for your eyes. Okay. Secondly, it's symmetrical. So it's centralized and symmetrical in the sense that this has an even border, this has an even border, this way and this way. So it looks pleasing because of its symmetry. Okay, so that's one way of doing a nice layout that you know is always going to look good. And then, as I say, you could obviously add embellishments. I will add embellishments in a second. You can also tilt it, twist it, drop this down. It's still working on that whole premise of it's in the lower quadrant for the majority of it, or it's in this side quadrant for the label. And that's sort of the way that it works. Okay, it needs to be pleasing to the eye, so it needs to fit within certain parameters. If you stick loads of stuff all over your card, it's going to look really confused, really messy. Your eye doesn't know what it's looking at, and so therefore it doesn't look at the whole card. It will pick one thing and that's all it will look at. And so some people will see things in your cards that you don't think, you don't know why they're looking at that. And generally it's because you've made it so busy that their eyes can't look on the thing that maybe you want them to look at, which is the central focal point. And you've made it so busy with ribbons and embellishments and labels and pictures and various different things. It's so busy on the eye that then they get confused and they don't know what to look at. So that's just something to remember, that your eye gets easily confused and it likes to have things in a particular layout. Now, depending on where you are in the world, we are taught in the Western world to read everything from left to right. But if you're in a different part of the world, your eyes will be taught to read right to left. So again, yours might be better if it was reversed than to us in the Western society. So again, there's things like that you need to consider, how your eyes have been trained from a young age. So there's all these kind of things that you can learn about layout and design and how to make things that look good. Or you can just follow the layouts that I do on in my membership. And also, if you subscribe to my email list, you also get a layout. Once a month, you'll have a layout come out to you, if not more often. And, we'll show you how to do layouts that look good. Okay, so next up, I want to show you my next easy layout. So that's the first one. Okay, a square and a little thing, label, and then some layers. Okay, so that's pretty easy. Next up, I'm going to show you my strip layout, which is one you will have seen me use. If you followed me, you're going to have seen me use this loads and loads of times. Okay, and you can do it on this side, you can do it on this side, or you can do it in the middle. Well, it's kind of a bit on this side because I didn't quite get it. I made a decision to drop it down a little bit. But this is all exactly the same layout in the sense that it uses a plain piece and a strip and then a label. Aren't they cute? Aren't these owls just absolutely adorable? So cute. And these are from, as I said, the new catalogue coming out. And these are the adorable owls. They'll be out in January. And the labels are from a new die set. It's a new bundle actually called Label Me Fancy. So it's all words and then labels. So we've got these different labels, and these are the largest labels in the set. And then they go down in size, So they're layering labels. Okay, so let's see how we're going to make this one, because this is even easier than the first one. So for this, we need some more paper. So let's bring out some of these papers. Now, which one have I not used? Because, I mean, you could do all of them. Use that one, I've used that one. I haven't used that dots, although I've used dots on that one. Oh, I haven't used, purple flowers. Oh yeah, no, I did, that's the other one. Oh, I did that one. That's nice. Green stripes. That's a contender, I think. I mean, they're all lovely, aren't they, really? Beautiful. Let's see. Sometimes I don't use the ones that I should use because they're different to my personal favourites. Do you know what I mean? I personally love blues and pinks, so I very rarely use the oranges, but I might just do, quite like that one, with that one as its stripe. That one's nice. Let's do this. Okay. I'm going all orangey today. Let's hope I've got some layers. Let's have a look. Have I got a... I've changed my mind. You see, I was going to do another blue one, but let's do a different colour. You know, because you can. Let's do... no, that might be a bit too close, actually. That one's okay. That's pumpkin pie. Is that going to work on the other way around as well? Maybe. What do you think? Do you like that one, or do you think we should go for a different one? Got a fresh freesia here. Maybe a fresh freesia would look better. Not so good on that side, but definitely better on that side. Oh, this is trickier than I expected, just because I'm not ready. So we've either got pumpkin pie. Oh no, that's pumpkin pie. So what's this one then? Is that Calypso Coral? Maybe we do pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie, does that look good on that way? Oh yeah, looks good on that way. And looks good on that way. Let's do pumpkin pie. Although I do quite like fresh freesia. Playing in the Rain is a cute stamp set. Hi Nola. It is cold over here, Nola. We've got we have had snow overnight. Snow, would you believe? Although apparently it's going to warm up for Christmas. So gone is everybody's chances of a white Christmas. We're having it a bit early. But yeah, it's very pretty today. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here because this is the simplest layout ever. Now I'm going to show you in metric, but you can also do this in imperial, just as easy. You're just going to cut this bottom layer first. Okay, so you're going to cut the length of it. So for us, that's 14.4. If you're in metric, that's 5 and a quarter. Okay, then you're going to turn it, and we're going to cut it at 10. And if you're in metric imperial, you're going to cut it at 4 inches. Okay. And then what you're left with are these two pieces and then this very little strip. This little strip, don't need that, get rid of that. So you're left with these two pieces, and all you do is you take the small piece and you just flip it over. Or you take the big piece and just flip the small piece over. and that is your layout. And it's either that side, or you stick it in the middle and you turn it round. I mean, honestly, that is the simplest layout possible, isn't it? I just think it's lovely, and it works so well. And it looks really cool with these labels. So I'm going to do this one. Now, I'm sure with a bit of jiggery paper you could do it as well with the next size down, and put a layer on it. You just have to make sure that you didn't make the strip too big, because it would be like that half an inch or quarter of an inch or half a centimetre smaller. But I just liked the simplicity of this, especially for a new card maker. This is so easy to do, and yet it is so fun to look at. It gives you an ability to use up your papers nicely, because you're creating your entire layout out of papers rather than just cardstock and paper. So that's cool, because we all have too many papers, don't we? And then that way you can do that and that. Now, if you wanted to jazz it up a bit, you could put a border down here. So I'm going to show you that next. But for this one, I've just got a die cut label, or you might have a punched out label. You might have something that, you know, you pick up a topper or something like that from a shop, and you might just have something like that you want to put on there. So you could do anything. It's entirely up to you. Now, this guy is going to be like crooked on the card, so I thought I would do the flying owl, because it's going to look like he's flying. Okay. And then I need pumpkin pie. Put this out. Or I could have picked out one of the colours, like I could pick out from here Highland Heather or something like that. Actually, maybe I will pick up Highland Heather. Maybe we will do that. That might be a good thing to do, just to make him a bit different. Here we go. So, stamp him up. Nola says that she has the same problem deciding colours. Yes, it's tricky, isn't it? Because it's the colours that make the card, I think. Oh, look. Isn't she cute? I think this one's a she. I don't know why, but I think this one is a she. She's so cute. And she looks great on there. So we'll pop her up on some dimensionals. And then obviously, and for those of you who don't know what dimensionals are, they're just foam pads. Double-sided adhesive foam pads. Dimensionals is just the Stampin' Up name for it. There we go. And if you don't know me already, I use a lot of foam pads because I don't like soggy middles on my cards when they go through the postal system. If they get through the post system, and especially at the moment, stuck in bags and stuff at sorting offices and whatever, getting stuck there all over the, you know, the months or whatever. Where should we put her? I think right in the middle there is great. You know, they could easily get damaged and stuff, so definitely do some foam pads and make sure they don't get squished. Now, these are fine sparkle adhesive back gems. These have gone from the catalogue. They've retired now, but I still think they're cute, so I'm going to use them because they just fit perfectly, I think, with this. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. It's almost perfect dot to go with that, isn't it? Right there. Could do ribbon if you wanted to instead. I'm going to add a few more of these down here. Now, another thing about design, 3 points. 3 points of something to follow with your eye also helps make things look good. Okay, so if you're designing, 3 sparkly bits will make your eyes follow around the central point of your card as well. So there you go, that's another design tip. So that's that, really simple. And if you wanted to just jazz that up a little bit, like I said, with another with an extra border, let me show you how you do that. So let's go back to blue, just because I happen to have one here. So we've got those two and we've got these ones. So now that's our two so far layouts, and we've got one more to go. How are you finding these at the moment? Too easy for you? Okay, good for quick and easy cards. What do you think? Got a thumbs up from someone. That's good. Can you still hear me? Are you still watching? I don't know, actually. I've got people dropping like flies, so I don't know whether you are still there and still watching. Let me know if you are. Or if my camera, or not camera, but if my sound has disappeared again. I'm hoping it's still okay. Alrighty, so let's use some different ones of these papers now to do some more layouts. It's going to have to be kind of bluish. I'm sorry if the camera's making your eyes go funny. All the blue ones are down here. So I've got this one, oops, this one, this one. Oh, we could do this one. We haven't done this one before with that on the back, so we could do that and then switch it over. That's nice, I like that. Still watching, all's good. Okay, phew. That's okay then, you're being very quiet today, all of you. Normally you're chattering away amongst yourselves, having fun. Is it just too cold? Is that the problem? So I'm going to take that back to 14.4 again. Chop it at 10. Turn that over. And then just to add a little bit of, yeah, I think it looks better that way. Just to add a little bit more oomph to it, you could just add a layer. And you can do this in, you could do this with another piece of paper. So you could, if you had one big enough, you could layer it like that with another piece of DSP. Actually, that looks really cool. So I'm going to do exactly that. So rather than using card, you can also do it with paper. Oh, still watching. Good. Excellent. Nola says she's listening in bed. Yes, Nola, I'm not expecting you to follow me or do any kind of crafting while you're in bed, honey, because that could get very messy on the sheets, ink everywhere. So this way, we can just add an extra bit of oomph to this card by just adding a layer of paper underneath this thin strip that we've done. Betty says Christmas is coming too fast. Yes, I know. It is coming too fast. I've got to wrap presents today because I'm going to see some people tomorrow. And that's just... was not expecting to be doing that so soon, but it's just like it's here, isn't it? It's nearly here. I think on Saturday we were like, oh, it's 2 weeks tomorrow. So yesterday it was 2 weeks yesterday, wasn't it? Just doesn't bear thinking about. Okay, so now I'm going to put this one in the center. So I'm going to flip this over, do this one in the center. Oh, these papers great as well, and it's fantastic because they're free. So, you know, love that they're free. There we go. So central is also good for your eye line because central looks even to your eyes. It looks measured, it looks nice and even, and so your eyes can cope with the same top and bottom and something in the middle. So that's another design tip, that if you're doing a central pattern, that will also work. But don't try and mix them all together. So don't try and do something central and then lots of other bits around everywhere, because that's when your eye gets too fussy and your eye can't cope with it all and your brain goes, oh, it's too hard. It's too hard to see all of this. I don't like it. So if you go and pick up cards, not that we ever do this, but if you go and pick up a card in greetings card shop, have a look out and see if you can spot some of these design things that I'm talking to you about. I think you will. And if you want to learn more, come over and hop into the membership. Hop in with a bunny rabbit sitting next to us. But yeah, you can hop into the membership right now and join us. It is very, very easy to hop in. You just head over to, where are we? Here. Just hop over to here. And you can jump in there and join in and learn more about design and about all kinds of things, do all different techniques, all that kind of stuff. Next month is M. So next month is masking. We're going to do a lot about masking next month. This month is layouts and design. Okay, so we're going to do another owl. So I'm going to do a his and her. So this is going to be the him. We've done the her already. So let's do this little guy. And it's great. It's just a monthly subscription. So you pay every month. At the moment, it's £15 a month or £40. You get a little bit of a discount if you choose to sign up for 3 months. So that's good. You think the first layer here clashes with the background, and yet these are two colours that Stampin' Up put together, Balmy Blue and Coastal Cabana. So, and they do that because they know that they work well together. So if you're ever stuck with knowing about colour combinations, that's a good way of looking at it, is what do the papers do? It's just quite pale. I accept the fact that it is quite pale. But they do, I think they go together. I like it together. Now, what am I looking for? Oh, stop moving. Stop doing that funny auto thingy. I'm sorry about that. I'm looking for, I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go one down. I'm going to go with Bermuda Bay to do this. Or do you mean the top layer? I don't know if you mean the top layer. But it's the same colour. These strips are the same colour. I'm going to go Bermuda Bay just because it's a bit darker. Let's sit him down in the middle of this thing. There we go, middle of this label, like so. And he's just a tone darker than this Coastal Cabana. So it goes in a tone on tone. Let him dry off for a minute while I get my dimensionals out, and we'll do exactly the same. Now, again, if you wanted to, you could move him around, because now you know that you can move him into different areas. But being as it's a central layered card, I find that I feel he looks better in the centre than he does elsewhere. So we'll put these together. Like so. And then put one in there. Now, if you've been a customer of mine in shopping from me, or come to a retreat from me, you need to sign up for your new catalogue. Your Christmas card is on its way, and in there is a link for you to sign up for your new catalogue that's coming out. Obviously, those of you who came along on Saturday, you got your catalogues, and anyone who's in my team, you've already got your own catalogue, so that's cool. But if you are a customer and didn't have a chance to come along because you live too far away or for whatever reason, then you can order your catalogue through me. If you've never had a catalogue through me and you would like to purchase Stampin' Up products and you live in the UK, then you can jump on and grab some Happy Mail. I can only sell into the UK, Netherlands and Ireland with my English catalogues, really. I don't tend to have French catalogues, or German, Austrian. Belgium, if you speak English, then you're more than welcome to come along too. But yeah, you can sign up for one of those, but you do need to have been a customer. So if you've never been a customer before and you've never asked for a catalogue before, then you can sign up and get one. If you have asked for a catalogue before, then I would ask that you put an order in before I send you another set of catalogues. That's really easy. Oh, your Christmas card has just arrived. Thank you. Good. Excellent. And you'll notice in there you've got all the list of everything that I'm doing. Oh, stop moving. Go away. There we go. next year, so you can sign up for some of my classes as well if you like. So there we go. So that's my little central one. So this was the first version, and you can see that we've just added that extra layer. If I had my other camera on, you would see it better because I could come up really close and you could see it without it. Oh, that's not too bad actually. That's not moving too much. So here he is, and then here's the 2 layers, and then onto the back. This one obviously just has the 1 layer onto the back. Okay, so that's that. So now we've done that one, that one, that one with that guy, and this one. And we've also seen that you can do it this way as well, so either side, rather than, it doesn't all have to be on one side or the other. So then I wanted to show you for the last layout, the one that's just slightly different to the first one, and brings in some different elements, and that is this one. So for this one, I'm going to expand on this theme because I'm going to use the punch and show you how that works as well. So this one takes 2 layers again, like the first one did, and then a piece of white that's not square, it's rectangle. And this piece of square is, I think it's 10 by, I'm fairly sure it's 10 by 8, but I'm just going to double check. 8 by 10, yeah. So this is 10 by 8. So we should, yeah, do 8 this way, 10 this way, and then I'm going to choose another green paper. So I've got stripes or spots. I think stripes might be better than anything else, unless I go back with the original. Don't know that I've got any other greeny ones. Unless I go yellow, of course. I could do a yellowy one. So what I've got on the back of these. What do we have here? Yeah, maybe I go with the original one again. That was a good one. I liked that. Let's do that one. But I'm going to bling it up a little bit by adding the flowers in a different way. So I have my yellow layer, my So Saffron. Oops. Just throwing a piece of card. Just throwing a piece of card on the floor, sorry. So we will do this. And again, you know, these were simple cards because I wanted them to be nice, easy layouts that anybody could follow. And also, they're so quick. So if you do make a lot of cards, these are great for when you just need to knock out batches of cards. We've been talking in my group as well about, you know, speedy tips and tricks and how to do things faster so that you don't necessarily spend all day making one card. And one of them I said was about batching and making multiple cards in different colours all at the same time. And that's using one layout like this. And you can see that within not even an hour, I've made 4 cards. And that included chatting with you guys and doing all that kind of stuff too. So, you know, it can be done. Yes, they're not too fancy. I admit they're not too fancy, but you can, you know, liven them up a little bit if you want to, and you can do other things. So let us do this. Now this is a 2-step stamp. So it's one of these rubber photopolymer stamps that you can see through. Okay, and then there's the flowers. And then they've got lots of little extra bits as well, if you wanted them. So there's 2. This one goes with this one, and this one goes with this one, I think. That's how I've used it anyway, so that's what we're doing. Oh, I need my big one again. I need my big stamp again. Let's get rid of that. stamp block. Need my big block again. There we go. So I'm going to stamp this in Granny Apple Green, because that's the ink, that's the colour of these papers, and card base. I was mean at the weekend and I changed it up on them, so they didn't know. Which way up does this go? This way, I think. Do it like so. There we go. Nice. So you see now it's got these gaps in it, and you can overlay the flowers and nestle them in. They just about fit in like that. Or you can do something different. So instead, you can take a piece of cardstock. This one is so saffron, okay? And you can stamp here, like so. Like that. Don't do that. Who's done that before now? Anyone done that before now? Oh dear, never mind, turn it over. Might have to replace that, or I might just leave it for a bit of a vintage look. So if you ever do that and you want to then miraculously save your card, then grab a dauber. There's a dauber. That's not here. So grab a dauber, one of these spongy things. And we're going to save this because we're going to make it like I meant to do that everywhere. So we're just going to add a bit of colour everywhere else as well. So it's not like just there. And then it becomes more like I meant to do that. See, there's never a mistake. It's just a design change. There you go. Excellent. Who would know, except for the fact that it's been recorded for millions of people to watch. But apart from that, it's fine. You know, when you saw, I could see that going in slow motion. I was like, oh, this is going to be painful. Right, so we turn the card over because a piece of card's got two sides, so don't ever worry about that. That's got hair on it. Go away. So just turn it over. Don't worry about making a mess. There we go. Put that down again. Lisa says she's often done that. Yeah. I've only ever done it once more on live streaming, but I have done it, and I managed to fix that one as well. So there you go. It's always fixable. Now, rotary trimmers always leave a little, not rotary, whatever our trimmers are called, always leave a bit of an edge. So you just want to do that a little bit. Okay, if you really want to, you could then just, I mean, you could really go to town now and start going, yeah, I meant to do that. Look, I'm flinging up all of it. I'm adding a little bit of yellow to everything. It's all going to be a bit, you know, rustic and vintagey looking. If you get this card in the post, you'll know what it is. You'll know that this is my special designer card. There we go. Right, so that's going to go on there that way. So let's pop that down now. Yeah, you still got it. You can still. There's always a way of fixing it, Nola. That's the thing. Always a way of fixing it. You just got to go with the flow. So we're going to put this at an angle. Now, see, again, I'm using this as a central point, central focal point. It doesn't match both top and bottom, but because it's on that diagonal, that doesn't matter now. It looks better. It looks okay. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to take my flowers, which thankfully I managed to not put ink over that where it shouldn't go, and we're going to punch this out. So these punches are great because they work to punch everything out all at once. Yeah, that's looking pretty good, like so. And now you can put them wherever you want on your design, but you can definitely make sure that they go in They can overlap things because now you don't have to worry about stamping them, exactly. So now you can have them overlapping the leaves and they look great. So again, we'll use a big dimensional on this one. Just going to do the one because I want it to be a little bit movable. Big on that one, and then a little one on this one, small one. So often people say, oh no, I've just ruined it, and they throw it in the bin. I'm like, no, you spent all that time doing all that stuff. It doesn't have to be a complete disaster. It can be as good or as bad an accident as you want it to be. I'm just working out. There we go. I think that's good, like so. And then this one I'll pop in here, like so. And this one in here, like so. Aren't they cute? Just cute. Cute little flowers, don't you think? But then seeing the design, to me, this is now a big gap. Can you see that? There's this big white patch here. And although sometimes it's good to have white patches, this I feel feels like it needs something. So that's why I did the label across that patch there. Okay. So I used a bit of So Saffron, which I have. These are always the bits that I like have left over from things, from cutting pieces. Now, I don't have words in this set, so I actually used the word Celebrate from Framed Florets. See this word Celebrate down here. Oh, I'm so sorry about my camera doing its jiggy thing. I hope it's not hurting your eyes too much. I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi at the moment. Obviously there's snow somewhere that's causing issues. And then that one I did in So Saffron, but this time I'm going to do it in Granny Apple Green, just to be different. And we'll stamp that there, like that. And then I used my snips, my scissors, and I just diagonaled the ends. If you do this, you're more likely to get them sort of the same thing. And then I think this needs to come down a little bit, actually. Let's look a bit better. It's going up at that end, but we'll sort that out in a minute. There we go. So just do that by hand. Rid of these bits. Obviously, if you've got a little punch, you can use the little punch. And then that's going to go across there and just fill that gap. And that makes that look better. And then we'll put some sparkles on because every card needs sparkles. So I'll do that. Oh, thank you guys. Excellent. I will share comments in a second. Okay, don't forget I'm giving away one of my cards today, so if you do want to get in on the game, then just leave a comment and we will give one away. Now, I've got some of the... Where did I put those? I've got some of these little festive pearly things. These are cute. I've got some butterflies. Butterflies might be good. But I also like these little swirly things. I think these swirly things are great. And these are only available this month. In fact, so are these only available this month, all these gold stuff. So yes, if you want some of these, grab them today. These are what's known as gold adhesive back swirls, which I guess is what it, does what it says on the tin. So, put that there. Put one down here. Again, 3-point triangle. Always looks good to the eye. So there we go. That's our third layout. So that one's a little bit more complicated, but really only in the sense that it has that sort of off straight look to it. It is actually quite similar to the others. So let's have a look at all those now in completion. Just move all my stuff out so I don't get ink over everything else. So we've got this one that is a sort of it's kind of a stepped up version now that it's got all that daubing going on around it, and also the flowers are popped up on dimensionals, they're not straight. Then we've got this one that's got the added strip to the strip. Let's move that over there, move that over there, move this one over here. So starting off like this, moving to that with the added strip, or that way, with the strips different ways. So you can have your strip that way, or you can have your strip this way or this way. So lots of different ways with strips. And then squares, lots of different ways with squares. And I do love this fox, I have to say. The fox is kind of really quite cool. So, what do you think? Betty says she loves them. Somebody's saying good morning from Wisconsin. Good morning. Hello, Alison. Lovely to see you here. Someone else says he's so cute. Monica says beautiful. And a smiley face. Is that a smiley face? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that is, Monica. But yes, so I hope that that's given you some ideas on layouts. Not Christmas cards, but you could use them for Christmas cards if you're still making Christmas cards, although not many people I know still are. But you could definitely use them for Christmas card layouts if you wanted to. You could have a tree down here with a sentiment at the top. Really simple. Baubles would work well on this layout. You could have, pretty paper down here and a bauble here shape. That would work nicely. So they're like the building blocks of card making, really. And that's what I'm trying to show you and teach you in this, is that they are the building blocks of the cards that you can make. And then you can build up and on from these into any other kind of layering or folding or whatever. It all comes from this basic layout. And today is my first day in my new card making group. First day of Christmas 12 days. So I'm doing 12 days of Christmas, teaching you something new each day. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. If you're not over in my card making for beginners and beyond Facebook group, you might want to think about joining. And if you want to learn more about layouts and all of the tips and information that I share, then come and join us in the membership, because the membership is really cool and it's good fun. And so we'll be doing a masterclass on composition and colour and advanced design and all that kind of stuff this month. And of course it's all recorded, so you can watch it as long as you want to. So you don't have to watch it this month, because I know you're all busy and I know you're all doing stuff. So that's cool. If you are a customer, check your Christmas card when you get it. Make sure you register for your catalogue. Those of you who've been in person, I'll register for you, because I know you've got one, so that's fine. And then I think that's about it, really. So let's give away a card. I also wanted to give away a card from last week, but I haven't got my wheel working for some reason. It's not, again, technical issues today. So I will pull the card from last week's messages. Those people who watched on replay, you're not going to miss out. I will be pulling another card, but let me do this one for now. So we'll do a giveaway. Let me just see. Hopefully I can still do this, and hopefully you'll still be able to see me. Hopefully. Yep, this one is the one I want. Okay, so this is the one we're doing. 3 easy designs for card making. That's what we've got. So let's start collecting comments and see who we're going to give one away to today. We've got 11 entries. Let us draw. Are we ready? Drum roll, please. I love this bit. I love this piece. Who are we going to give a card to? Dun, 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 dun. It is Bevy. Yay! Congratulations. Congratulations. Please drop me a private message with your postal address, and I will send you a card in the post. Yay. Hopefully she's still watching. So now let us switch over to, don't want to stop cam. How do I do this? Here we go. Hopefully. Yay! Ooh, that's a bit bright. It's gone very, very dark in here. So hopefully you can all see me. Can you all hear me now? Hopefully you can all hear me. So congratulations to Bevy. Please send me your messages. Message me in Facebook or Facebook Messenger is the best way of getting hold of me, and send me your address and I'll send a card in the post. It could be one of these. And anyone who does ask for a catalogue, happy mail, then you'll be getting one of these probably in the post. I don't know how many I need to make for those, but I do try and pop something into all my catalogues for everyone who asks for one, just as a little extra thank you. So remember, you have to have either purchased through me to order a catalogue, or it has to be your first time ordering a catalogue, and then you will get one in the post. So if you haven't done that yet, and maybe your Christmas card hasn't arrived, that's the subscription that you need to go to, queenpipcards.com/happy mail. Choose the January to April 2023 catalogue, and I will send you one if you are a customer and you've ordered from me in the last 6 months, or if you have, if it's your first time of asking for any catalogue set from me. And if you had a catalogue from me in the last 6 months and you haven't placed an order, now's a brilliant time to do that, because there's loads of things on sale. We've got 60% off on some of our Christmas items in the sale. So, if you want to get a new catalogue, then just place an order with me and then register for your catalogue. It's that simple. It's all kind of mechanized in the background, so it will know whether you've ordered, and then you'll get a catalogue. So obviously I have to do the actual stuffing of the envelopes, but it will know that that's true. So just make sure that you can make sure that you've done that, and definitely think about putting an order in at the moment, because there's so many bargains, so many bargains, and you can do that by going to queenpipcards.com/store, and then you can grab these. Now, you can't grab these things yet. They're available come January the 5th, but everything else that's on discount you can grab absolutely straight away. And the good thing is it comes from UPS, so it doesn't have to go through the post. Yay! Alrighty, so thanks ever so much for watching. Thank you for your patience in the beginning of the hour. I'm so sorry that we had technical issues again. Not had that one for a while. Let's hope next week we have Wi-Fi, excellent Wi-Fi service back again, and I will see you then. Until then, have lovely Christmas parties, Christmas lunches, dinners, all the things that you might be doing. Enjoy getting all your Christmassy stuff ready, and then next week I'll be back for my final one before Christmas, and then I will see you in the new year after that. But have fun until next week. Take care for now. Bye bye.